I'm here to get you more leads, more appointments booked, and more new clients. Are you ready? I'm Chris Cooper. This is Run a Profitable Gym, and this is our monthly leaderboard show. This week, I'm going to share with you our top 10 two-brain gyms in the world for generating leads, for getting those leads to book appointments and show up, and then for converting those people into clients. And I'm going to share their top lessons with you because this is how we work at Two Brain. It's not just the ideas that come out of my head that count. It's the proven practices from the best gyms in the world, and following the health first philosophy, we share them all with you. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to break down these three metrics. When people say that they need better marketing, they usually say, I need more leads, more leads, more leads. But there's more to it than leads. We teach 4 different marketing funnels in Two Brain. And at the top one of each one of these funnels is generating leads with that strategy. However, what you do with those leads is more important. So our leads are one metric. Our set rate are the number of those leads that actually book an appointment to come in and talk to you. That's our set rate. Our show rate is what percentage of those appointments show up, because not everybody who books an appointment does, unfortunately. And then our close rate is the most important one of all. That's how many of those people decide to change their lives when they're sitting in front of you and slide their credit card across the desk and commit to a new level of fitness and health. Set rate, how many appointments you book. Show rate, how many show up. And close rate is how many sign up. So here we go. First, I'm going to share our top in the world so that you have a sense of how many leads, appointments are getting set, how many are showing up, and what the best close rates in the world are. So for appointments set, our 10th place gym last month was 36 appointments set. That's from the US. Our 9th place had 38 appointments set. They're from Australia. Our 8th place had 40 set. That's from the US. 7th place was 41. And 6th place was also 41, but one gym was in Canada and one was in Kuwait. In 5th place, a US gym had 46 appointments set last month. In 4th place, a Croatian gym had 48 set. In 3rd place, a US gym had 56 appointments set last month. In 2nd place, a gym from Denmark had 59 appointments set last month. And in 1st place, get this, a gym from Spain booked 135 appointments last month. Imagine having 4 no sweat intros booked per day, every day for a month. Now let's talk about how many of those appointments showed up. Our top 10, and these might not be the same gyms, these are the top 10 for getting people to show up. So these are appointments who actually showed up. So 10th place, a gym from Canada had 27 shows. A gym from Denmark had 27 shows there in 9th. In 8th place, a gym from the US had 28 shows. In 7th place, another gym from the US had 29 shows. In 6th place, a gym from Croatia had 30 appointments show up. In 5th place, a gym from the Netherlands had 31 show up. In 4th place, a gym from Spain had 35 show up. In 3rd place, a gym in the US had 46 show up. In 2nd place, another gym in the US had 50 appointments show up. And in 1st place, a gym from Denmark had 55 appointments show up. Now let's talk about the most important one. That's close rate. How many clients actually signed up at their gym for an on-ramp process last month? In 10th place, a gym from Canada had 22. In 9th place, a gym from the US had 22. And in 8th place, a gym from the UK had 22. And in 7th place, a gym from Ireland had 22 new clients join last month. Then in 6th, a gym from the US slightly eked them out with 23. A gym in Denmark had 26 signups. A gym in the US had 26. Another gym had 27, and a third had 29. And the number one gym for closes, that means new signups last month, is from the Netherlands with 34 new clients signed up. Now, I break these down separately because if you're thinking about your fitness and you're trying to judge who is the most fit, it helps to know who the best deadlifter is and who the best runner is and who the best swimmer is separately. So you can copy what they're doing and improve your fitness at each one of those things, the deadlift, the run, and the swim. However, it also helps to know who is the best at all three, knowing that they are unlikely to be the best at any one of those things. We want the best generalists, but we also want the best specialist so that we can copy what they're doing. So let's talk about who's best at all three. First off, our gym in Denmark had 59 appointments set, 55 of those showed, which is amazing, and 26 closed. So obviously, if I'm that gym in Denmark, I've got lots of appointments booked. I've got lots of leads. I've got lots of people showing up. My next priority is to improve my show rate, right? This is what metrics does for you. They are not beating their head against the wall. They're not trying to guess what their marketing problem is. They're not going on Facebook groups and saying, how do I get more leads? Or hiring these fake advertising agencies that are going to flood their gym with leads. They know exactly what they need to improve, and that's what they're going to work on next month. Second place was a gym in the US who had 56 appointments booked, 50 showed up, and 29 closed. So looking at those metrics, you can ask yourself, what would I work on to improve? And third was another gym from the US. They had 46 appointments booked, 28 showed, and 23 closed. So their priority is going to be different. It's going to be getting the people who book their appointments to show up because they know that their close rate is so high. Do you see how this is done? This is how we do science at Two Brain. We don't guess. We don't just run more ads for you when you're not getting enough clients. We break it down and say, where is the weak link in the funnel? Let's fix that. Now, let's get our best advice from the top gyms for booking appointments, getting people to show up, and then getting people to commit to changing their lives by signing up. Here's what they had to say. The first quote from our leader was consistency. The best plan is to analyze the funnel, look for your weakest spot and shore it up, and then improve the next weakest area, just like fitness. And this person said, our mentor helps us analyze our funnel every quarter. The next person said, we expect this trend to continue as we're going strong in only the first week of the new month. We've closed 5 of 5 sales already this month at the time of this interview, which is great. They're using the metrics to say, here's where we need to improve, working hard to improve that, and then getting better and better and better. The next person said, we really dove into the paid ads funnel. I've got my husband marketing for us now, constantly updating, and we spend a good amount on ads, $60 a day. Now, look, I'm telling you, as Chris, to you do not need to be spending $60 a day. When we start teaching people paid ads, it's because it doesn't make sense to ignore something that's working to get you clients. But we're not going to have you dive in with a ridiculous high number like $100 a day. What we're going to do is start you at about $5, maybe $10 a day, test 3 different ads. Then, and we'll give you the ads, don't worry. You don't have to make it up. We're starting with ads that we know work, but we're going to test them in your audience. And so we're going to run that for a bit. And then what we're going to do is find the one of the 3 that's performing best, and we're going to shift most of your ad budget to that. So it's being strategic, not necessarily including ad spend. But when you find that ad that's working really, really well, that's when you continue to ramp up your ad spend as long as you're seeing results. When you find the thing that works, you pour jet fuel on it, and that's why they're increasing their ad spend to $60. They're not just firing more shotgun shells in the air. They've got a rifle, they've sighted it in, they know they're on target, and now they're just going to shoot the biggest shot they can. That's how we do it. Back to the quotes. This client said, the numbers for the past 2 months have been extraordinary, but those are the 2 months when we started to run our Facebook lead ads, and we have a designated person calling our leads every day. That's the first time we've done that too. So even though they're extraordinary in regard to our past months and years, it seems like this could be the new normal for us because we're continuing this process, which worked for us during summer. And hey, back to me here, Coop. When you find something that works, you keep doing it. It's not a one and done thing. And so our job here as mentors is to help you figure out what's working for you by testing things. That's called systemization. Then making it work even better, like I talked about with sighting in your rifle, that's called optimization. And then having somebody else do it or you do it forever. Systemize, optimize, automate. That's the process to growing a gym without going up and down and trying things and giving up too soon and doing one and done and always feeling like you're taking 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Systemize, optimize, automate. And that client was right to think this is their new normal because they've got a new system, they've optimized that system, and now they've automated it, they've put it on repeat. This next client said, I think what we do differently is spend a lot on ads. LOL. We probably have one of the highest ad spends, but we also know that our person is updating our ads as soon as they start to drop in performance. So this person is really into Facebook ads now. They like it. At first, they weren't so bought in, but now that they know how to do it, they're all over it. That might not be you, and we can give you options to take Facebook ads out of your hands permanently after we teach you how to do it yourself. I just want you to know how to do it so that you're not taken advantage of by the ad agencies that prey on gym owners. Now let's talk about getting people to show up. So I got some great quotes for you there. The first said, we use Kilo for automated lead nurture, but we do a lot of personalized reach out too. We started using the 5130 drip campaign from TwoBrain in addition monthly, and it's increased the number of appointments booked as well. Another person said these last 2 months were the first where we had a CSM, that's a client success manager, and one of her daily tasks was to confirm the NSIs for the upcoming day. So besides her, we have a coach confirming the NSIs on the day of the NSIs, sending a copy-paste repeatable message. It's more work, but it's worked for us in the past when we were tackling the issue of people not showing up. So these people, they looked at all their metrics, they said, we're booking lots of appointments, our close rate's high, but the appointments aren't showing up. How do we fix that? And working with their mentor, they identified 2 strategies that I just shared with you to boost that number, and bam, more clients, more ROI from the marketing that they're doing. This client said metrics are the most important thing. They said we ensure that everything is clear and standardized, and we track our metrics every single week to triage things if there are any swings in how we're trending. Hey, I'll tell you, I run a massive worldwide company now, and we do the exact same thing. Another client said staff training. We do sales training with our client success manager and sales team regularly. We've refined our sales process and pricing sheets over time to make it simpler and clearer for prospects. Again, this is science. They're getting better at it. They're using metrics to measure, and they're constantly improving. They're not leaving anything to chance. I love these 2 quotes from people on our leaderboard. One said, we have help first and help best at the heart of everything that we do. Help first means giving away information for free. Help best means making the prescription that will help the client, and then coaching the client to accept the prescription, sign up, and start changing their life. Another person also said that help best is at the core of what they do. They said, we focus mostly on lead nurture and truly being the solution to our prospects' needs. We provide value even before the prospect buys. That's help first. I wrote a book about that. And another one said, we also practice help first. We truly care about getting our members and clients results. I feel like that shows when we present pricing and explain how we can help our members get to their goals. Amazing. Help first and help best are like 2 sides of TwoBrain. Help first is giving knowledge away for free. Help best is selling the coaching that will actually get people the results. Because let's face it, we all know how to lose weight, but that knowledge is not enough. And that's why we need coaches out there. That's why we need coaches in gyms helping people with fitness. And that's why fitness business owners need coaches like me to help them get their gyms to be successful, help more people, create better careers for their staff, and stick around for 30 years. And the last quote from the leaderboard this month is mentorship. I believe we did not do anything extra than all the things we learned in TwoBrain. Because look, help best from me to you is giving you only the stuff that you need and not the stuff that you don't. There are 1,000 things that I could throw at you, a million ideas. I read a new book every week. I listen to 5 podcasts a week. I could give you those ideas. But the reality is you don't need to do all that stuff. You need to do just the important things, the things that we measure through metrics, and the things that you need to repeat over time and focus on getting better at those instead of just randomly trying 1,000 different things. Look, if somebody joined a new gym every single day, they probably wouldn't get optimal results. They get optimal results by finding your gym, booking an appointment, getting a prescription, and joining, and then sticking with it long term. And you will do the same with your marketing. If you find what works, practice until you get better, and then repeat long term, your gym will grow. I'm Chris Cooper. This is Run a Profitable Gym. I hope that you learn as much from our leaderboard shows as I do. I love the feedback that we get from these people, and then we roll it into our curriculum and share it with you and teach it in our mentorship program. Thank you for helping people get healthier and fitter. Thank you for your service.